There's no place like home. There's no
Lucy, I'm home.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is easy 'cause of you.
Well, hi there, and welcome to Home Wizards, where we love things.
Yeah, we do.
Improve your home.
Yeah.
Improve your life.
Hold on, I'm getting a hamstring. It's kind of pulling as I'm sitting
are
here.
you lacking
know why?
potassium? It's
I
because
think I'm mineral deficient because I've been digging in the yard for,
You've been working
2
so
weeks?
hard.
I know.
This is Home Wizards, where we talk about things to help you improve the spaces you call home. So thanks for hanging out
and
with us.
Eric Stromer's stretching out.
He's stretching.
He's standing over his own hamstring.
You might want to be a little closer to the microphone.
I know.
Are you getting one of those
I
pinched
did.
spasms?
A little spasm.
I get that sometimes at night. It's terrible.
It is.
This morning I woke up with my 2 Old English Sheepdogs. Oh, God.
You're doing it again, aren't you?
I'm making sound effects. You don't like it? Okay, well, anyway.
It was actually pretty good. Yeah. Okay, that's enough.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, good.
Anyway, they're very cute, and I love them so much, and they were giving me kisses, and it was just so wonderful. And I thought as we were getting ready to do the show today that we'd talk about, you don't want your pets to ever go away.
No, you don't.
They're part of your family.
They are.
And you've lost pets before,
Well,
haven't you?
well, not only have I lost pets, but I think that pets have been murdered in my home by my other pets.
Well, that's because they're jealous.
The hamster escaped.
Oh, my.
Was missing for nearly 2 days. It was almost like I came upon CSI Miami or something. It was like a crime scene investigation. My son Wyatt kind of tracked the blood trail into the corner, found the poor hamster. He tried to nurse him back to health in a shoebox, fed him with an eyedropper. Not 2 days later,
he's gone.
He's passed away.
Oh.
I know. So we buried him with popsicle sticks in the yard.
That's sweet.
Little graveyard.
Well, it is, it's one of those things where I think that losing a pet, that grief and that shock, I can remember it. I mean, every time you don't want to feel it again. But then you're compelled to get a pet again because, life is too special. You got to have a pet. They bring so much to your life.
Yeah, I always love it,
I can't imagine life without a pet.
I've lost a couple of dogs in my life,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh no, never again. Not me, not this reporter. I'm not getting another dog. And then,
yeah. Look at you. Wait a minute. Now you're trying to do a little sound effect.
That was not a sound effects. That was my schnauzer.
Okay. Well, I remember, there's so many times when we've lost pets or you have to put them to sleep. It's like, oh, my gosh.
Oh.
But I thought we'd talk about celebrating the life of a pet because while you don't want your pet to ever go away, if you can mentally prepare now in your mind what you might do to extend their life forever in your mind and in your home, that might make it feel a little better.
But first, can we tell what not to do?
What's that?
My father, one day, my brother and I came home from school.
Uh-oh.
And this was back when I was about 13, 12 years old. And all of a sudden, about 2 days, had gone by where we hadn't seen our cats, Claudia and Perdita. And I was
wait, Claudia?
Claudia and Perdita.
Did you name that?
Of course not. I was only 12 years old.
What the heck is a Perdita?
It like purr and claw.
Oh.
It's terrible. It reminds me of a beauty salon I once saw called Sonny and Shears. It's just awful to name your pets like that. Anyway,
kitschy.
Claudia and Perdita were dead. And you know why they were dead? Because my father took them and had them put down because they were no longer working in his environment of his fine furnishings. And one of them had gotten a little sick. The vet said, you're going to have to pay a couple of $100 to get this one back going, and the other one's also looking like there's something wrong. And, of course, he euthanized them. And from that point forward, my mom basically pointed at him and called him a Nazi.
Oh, no. And he just thought that you
wouldn't
notice?
You guys won't notice. You never
notice.
feed him. I feed him all the time, and it just kind of went south.
Oh, no.
So don't ever do that.
No.
You have to be very forthright and honest with the kids about what happened to the pets.
Well, we've done some things. First, when I was in an apartment, I remember having a sheepdog. I've always loved Old English Sheepdogs.
Yeah.
And working in the TV business, you're living alone and you want to have, that's your roommate, your pet. And then when it came time after, trying miraculously, going through all these different vets to try to save her and it didn't work, I actually buried her in a pet cemetery.
Oh.
And did that whole thing, but then we ended up doing a whole special, a TV special, on how do you deal with the loss of a pet. And one of the things that we talked about then, and I think it's so true no matter at what point in your life, is to celebrate their life like it is a human being life through different things you can do in your home. And it's like a process, whether it's making a scrapbook or, some of these different things. So I thought we'd talk about some of those great ideas that, to this day, I mean, we lost Shelby a few years ago.
Oh. Wait, tell me the names of all your pets over the years.
Alfie the cat.
Yeah.
Who died because she snuck into the neighbor's yard and ate the rat poisoning.
No,
'Cause then
that's my biggest fear.
Well, now the rat poisoning is hidden
in the boxes
in a
now.
rat hotel,
Right.
supposedly. But so that was bad. And then Taffy the dog, a cockapoo.
Okay.
And then let's see, Crystal, the sheepdog mix, and then now Shelby, a pure English sheepdog, and then now I have Bailey and Abbey who are still living. But so Shelby, when she passed away, we ended up saving her ashes in an urn, and then we have like a little collectible area. I know that some people might think that this is too extreme. I mean, we saw on the Rose Parade float, Will Rogers stuffed the dog and the horse. And put him on the float. But I think that you can do some great things like the shadow box idea. And that's where you save the collar and maybe a couple of toys and a certificate and photos. And that becomes a great thing, I think, for kids because they can participate in it and you're now celebrating their life.
Well, what I noticed about my kids, they loved the process of honoring the life of this animal and then the ritual and the ceremony of actually having a service.
It's an important lesson.
It was really helpful for them to transition through that.
Why not? I mean, it's the same emotion as you're feeling losing, a human being relative. Or how about having a portrait made of one of your favorite pets as a tribute? That's something that you can do. There's all kinds of great services online, something, to check out, I think. And I think, like you say, having those little moments and having that little memento to remember and celebrate the legacy of your dog, your cat, your hamster, whatever it is.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
My wife just texted me and said, that was so nice of you to talk about the hamster and what happened.
Oh. But it is. I mean, people feel that way about maybe fish. I mean, I've lost some fish.
I've had now. Here's the problem too with the kids. You get talked into having so many different kinds of pets. So we've had the fish that, and then you want them to have the responsibility of taking care of the animals. But the fish end up almost like swimming and existing in a gelatin-like substance because the kids never clean the fish bowl out. So we lost, unfortunately, Tony, Boney.
Oh, no.
Bob and Bill were the names of the fish,
no.
and they had to go down the, bye-bye in the toilet.
No.
But, they've got to clean. See, getting a new pet just simply means I'm going to have to take care of yet more animals.
Yeah. Well,
and I can't do it.
So here's a couple more things you can do. You can actually build a website in honor of your pet. You can have a Facebook page in honor of your pet. You can plant a tree in your pet's favorite stomping grounds.
That's cute.
Or wee area.
Yeah.
Or digging area.
That's it.
And then that tree now is not only, something that you're doing for the planet, but it's a highly symbolic of renewal and rebirth.
That makes sense to me.
And growth. So you're doing something good.
Yeah.
So that's what I hope you can remember some of those great things that you can do, whether it's a shadow box or something, keeping that little keepsake.
And I think, again, it's important to go through the transition of mourning and the loss and then some kind of a ritualistic symbol to celebrate because that helps you transition through grief.
I actually saved some of my sheepdog's fur in a little box with her collar. I know.
Okay, now if that fur shows up in some fashioned hat, I'm going to be concerned.
It's not.
Okay,
I promise.
That's not okay.
That's not okay. You can even have a star named after your pet.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah, that's very cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, when we come back, we got some more great ideas. We're going to talk about there is a terrible bug out there that is trying to get the best of our avocados.
Will the bugs just please leave our state alone? We're having enough trouble.
And what it is people like drug dealers. There are plant dealer smugglers that bring these plants that weren't intended to be in this area, and they come from all over the world, and they come with a bad bug.
And they don't pay attention to what is so rigorously set up by the agricultural department.
It's against the law.
We've got to do this.
Meantime, we're there, and the TSA is frisking us.
Yeah, and I can't even get a bottle of water through the TSA. Come on now.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about that as we love to help improve your home, improve your life, and your garden. Home Wizards, Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole. We're back after this.
All he ever needs is love, and that he knows he'll get, so I love him.
There are roses, and then, well, there's like, wow, that's a parade, rose parade quality.
Well,
rose.
there are roses like wow, and then there are like my roses that are like maybe.
No, I think yours
someday.
yours
they're
are
on the mend.
They're on the mend. They're on the rebound,
Yes.
and it's because of this product that we both love. It's called Bayer Advanced All-in-One Rose and Flower Care. It's this no spray formula that works 3 ways. It controls the bugs, it controls the disease, and then it feeds. And this is the miraculous part. It makes you this genius, this rose gardener, so that all of a sudden you have these blooms that look like they belong on that Tournament of Roses parade that you see on New Year's Day every year on TV, right? Gorgeous roses.
Yeah, and here's how I knew it was going to work for me. You had it, then I saw it in my mom's garage. She had been buying it for years already, right?
And now you've got it?
Now I said I got to try this, so I'm using it. It's amazing.
You use it once a month. You sprinkle it at the base of your roses. You water it, and boom, you are done. Bayer Advanced, better science, better results in the blue bottle. BayerAdvanced.com.